This is TWiT. Amazon made a bigger camera spying store.
It's not spying!
So we tried to steal its fruit. So, and this is Sam Mashkovich, by the way, who's a good friend of the network, been on many of our shows. So,
funny story.
There is an interesting story, which is that Amazon is going to build a 7,000 square foot Amazon Go store in Seattle. It's going to be a full-sized grocery store. You go in, you scan your phone, you take whatever you want off the shelf. They actually have a sign on the cart that says, bag it as you buy it. You get to the end of the shopping spree, you pick up the bags out of the cart, and you go. That's it. And it's
my first thought was, what about produce? So that's what he investigated.
Well, ironically, the thing is, there's plenty of humans because who's putting the produce out,
Right.
But there's just no one thing you're eliminating is check stand. But that is a bottleneck at grocery stores. That's when you're done shopping, you have to wait in line at the check stand.
It's a bottleneck in the grocery stores, but dadgummit, I don't work in the grocery store. Stop forcing me to check out my own groceries.
Well, this one, you don't even have to do that now.
Right.
See, we're not going to make you do that.
You don't check out.
You don't scan anything. We just spy on you.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
I'm cool with that.
Research shows
grab my
it's
stuff,
not
scan
creepy.
in and out. I'm cool with that. But the whole notion
research shows that most people agree with you, and most people do not want those self-checkouts. No one uses that.
Yeah.
I hate them.
I get it if I'm just in there to grab a pack of, I don't know, a deck of cards or something, and I can just scan it and walk on out and do my thing.
Inevitably-
Who buys a deck of cards in the grocery store?
And
Okay, a bad example, Mr. Jarvis.
no, they may sell them.
Bag of
A
chips.
They
bag
sell
of
them
chips.
in Vegas. They sell them.
There
in the
you
grocery
go.
store. So
I clearly
Well, I'm
have the
old enough
casino
to
on my
remember.
brain. Sorry.
I'm old enough to remember when people objected to UPC. I mean,
those barcodes.
barcodes
Barcodes,
and
yeah.
scanners. They didn't trust them at all.
Right.
But they're so much better than the
But
human.
Of course, but you'd stand there and you'd check to make sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Folks would check to make sure.
They put that on the screen so you can look, and they go so fast. How can you can't?
You missed that $2 off.
Yeah, sure, looks fun.
So this is it. This is the Amazon Go store. Grab a cart, bag as you shop. So there
Tries to hide a banana, which is probably a joke, but I'm not going.
Yeah, no, that's just a joke. But here's the interesting thing. It is true that they have cameras. There's cameras in the ceilings up here. I don't know if there's sensors on the shelves. There might be. They are looking, obviously they're going to charge you for whatever you put in your cart. But I have to say, I think a lot of the value of this is the data about what you look at and don't buy. Or what you pick up and put back. Don't you think if you're a potato chip company and Amazon can say, 43% of the people who picked up your bag of chips put it back on the shelf, you'd like to know that?
They looked at the nutrition
bag.
label.
Yeah.
And said, never mind.
Yeah.
So there's data here beyond what you're buying. So I think when Sam says surveillance, obviously that's a loaded word, but in a way it is. I mean, see, there's the cameras.
They're surveilling the products, not you.
Do you have
they're
to
surveilling your behavior.
Do they get you to agree to anything before you go in the store?
Wow, look at all these
I don't
infrared.
recall.
Matthew, you download the app specific to these stores.
Oh, okay.
So
And I bet
don't
you
know
there
I
is
did,
a-
I did, I
and
did
you
it so
click-
fast.
There's
I
a
don't
little
even
click
know.
through
OK.
TOS that nobody reads. Yeah.
All right.
Right, there's a 56-page legal
So
history.
Amazon Go. Let me see if it's. I've
So
got the app here.
despite the scandalous headline, which I'm sure Sam did not write,
Yeah, I'm sure they
this actually is really interesting because
No, in the story he calls it creepy.
oh, okay. Well,
was
I want to
not
know
happy
what
about that.
grocery stores you guys are going to that don't have cameras on you at all
that's
times.
a good point. But I don't know if there is.
True.
Good point, Karsten.
Petaluma
Good point.
Market wouldn't be checking out what I'm
Yeah.
buying and
I
not
Petaluma
buying.
Market is
I live in a
constantly
tiny
surveilling
little
you.
town in the
They're
middle of nowhere.
surveilling me so I don't steal stuff off the shelf.
Yeah.
But that's different from this. I guess, yeah, if you didn't want to be on camera at all, you wouldn't go to a grocery store.
So there's the store tutorial when you get there. There's a little diagram telling you what not to do, and it tells you, don't pick up anything for anyone else.
Oh, yeah, because you get charged.
You'll get
Yeah,
charged.
good point.
And he goes to the restroom. So this is that which is really kind of cheating the test here. Does he hide the fruit in his backpack there?
I feel like Sam did this last time, too, didn't he?
He did.
Did he? Yeah, he did.
This
He
is
actually
like
did, yeah.
their
He's a
first store came
serial
out.
banana
Yeah.
stealer. Okay.
So they should have him on some kind of list.
He's on
He's
the
got
list,
a control
buddy.
group's what it sounds like.
Yeah, like Vegas.
Yeah.
He also found. I almost don't want to say this because he had a coat on. He went into the restroom. He put the coat into the his backpack, and it didn't recognize him when it came out.
Oh. Well, don't try to fake. Look, this
I
is a
know.
convenience, not.
Well,
Which is.
I give him some credit for trying to do a little bit of R&D to hopefully make this experience better and more efficient.
Yeah.
You know.
He left an avocado on the table outside of the restroom, and he was pretty sure there were no cameras in the restroom. By the way,
I'm glad to hear that.
and but left it there. So he did get charged for that because he only fair game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, if you take an avocado and leave it on a table somewhere, you should be charged for it.
Yeah,
Well, robots have to go get it, put it back.
they're responsible for that avocado.
That's your avocado, buddy. What you want to do with it after you pick it
But
up?
how
is
does
up
it
to
know?
you.
How does it know? Like how many? There we got a picture on the screen now. Of cookies.
How many strudels you pick up?
How does it know how many cookies? So the cookies are in a stack. There's 3 cookies high, right? You take
Allegedly
1
3.
or 2. How is it the weight? How the hell does
gotta
it
be a
know how many
camera.
cookies you took?
There's a lot of
There's
cameras.
got to be a camera.
That's pretty.
I'm sure there's like a platypod
Delicate.
inside there mounting a camera. In
There's
this case.
still-
He also said that in some cases when he had a complicated thing, most times the receipt comes in immediately. Sometimes it took 2 hours. So you imagine that there's some room somewhere on Earth
Somebody's
where
looking
people
at it.
are replaying the videotape.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they're reviewing
Yeah.
it. Well, at least initially, for sure. Yeah.
He said it took 4 hours for him to get the
Yeah.
notification.
This is a good. Thank you, Sam, for doing the work. Skynet above the
Stroop
Stroop
waffles.
waffles. Don't you love Stroop
I
waffles?
love those things.
Holy cow. We've
Now
started,
I want one.
We started buying Stroop waffles for our staff.
I was going to say, I haven't seen
So-
him here in a little while.
So
yeah,
good.
yeah. It's a
so
special
good.
little Dutch thing, little chocolate cookie wafer
Amazing.
thing
Oh, they're so
that you
good.
put over your coffee when it's hot, and it kind of softens it, and the caramel softens, and you eat it with your coffee.
Oh, man.
I have not had a Stroop waffle, by the way. It's
Yeah,
Ever?
They've been
Oh,
missing
that pleasure
for a
comes
little
next.
while.
no.
Oh,
Eric,
there they
it's-
are.
No,
So
no,
good.
not
They're a
doing
little bit of goo.
Not
Just a
gonna
little
do
bit
it.
of goo.
Not gonna
Do
do
it.
it. No,
I don't think it's chocolate. I think it's caramel.
It's caramel.
Caramel.
It's caramel.
Yeah.
Well, you see my ignorance.
Speculoos.
Oh, I do like speculoos. Okay, I admit I had a little speculoos butter the other day.
If you're ever in New York,
Mr. Kevin,
There's
you're
a-
killing me.
there's a
United is
waffle.
changing its cookies, and people are mad. I am too.
Who
It's
is?
not that they're going to keep the Stroop waffle, but there's another cookie that I like that they're getting rid of, and Twitter is enraged.
How is it that I'm the fattest guy on the panel, and you guys are eating all this? I think I got a bad roll of the dice.
I got some
DNA.
damn good genes. I know that.
DNA.
Gosh darn it!
Mine are Hugo
If you go
Boss. I got.
if you go to New York, go to a place called Waffles and Dingy's.
Hugo Boss.
What's a dingy?
So a dingy is a thing that you put on the waffle.
It's not
It's
a
a-
dingy.
Seen that.
Dutch word for whatever you put on the waffle.
Hadn't heard that.
So you can
word.
put speculoos on there. You can put Nutella on there. You name it.
Hey, you know
So
what?
good.
This price for avocados, 49 cents. That's a good deal. 19 cents for the stolen banana?
That's only if you leave it outside the bathroom. They
Oh.
charge you more if you.
Oh, he says this is what they say I bought, but it's
Well,
not
that's because he
quite
went around
right.
the whole thing.
He left
19
it
cents
around
for a
the. He left
banana
it by
is
the
not
Really
bathroom.
bought a banana and avocado? He's on a list, buddy. That's how you get on a list.
19 cents for a banana is not bad, though.
That's a great deal, no? And half.
That's about normal, but that's a dang cheap avocado.
That's a real cheap avocado.
I think at Starbucks they charge you $1 for each banana, don't they?
Yeah.
So what you should do is buy them here and walk them over to Starbucks and sell them
Sell
to
'em back.
Starbucks.
Sell 'em.
Or have a little stand out front. 25-cent bananas here. Get your 25-cent bananas.